I'm Tom, and today I'm going to show you how we're going to change the windshield wipers mechanism. That's the thing that's under the hood that makes the wipers go up and down and clean your windows. And on the Alfa Romeo this seems to be a normal problem actually. This is the Alfa Romeo 147. And to figure out if the mechanism is broken is actually pretty easy. I'll try to show you here. If your window wiper is loose, when you push it like this, it's actually a plastic arm inside that is broken. This one is the mechanism that sits under here. And the thing that's normally breaking is actually this plastic right here. So here you can see the windshield wipers mechanism. And if you look down here, you can see that it's broken right off where the plastic meets the metal. So this is the weakness. Changing this mechanism should be a pretty straightforward job. I'm not a mechanic, so it might be they're doing it another way than I'm showing you, so you have to be aware of that one. So the first thing you need to do on both wipers is actually to remove this plastic shielding. That should be an easy job to do. Under it you will find a bolt that you also have to loosen. To get easy access to both the bolts, just open your hood. To get the wipers off, you need to use these special tools that will force it off. If you don't have this tool, it should be quite easy to buy at your local hardware store. This is the smaller one. I find that easier to use. So the screws for the plastic shielding have this little cap over it. So you have to remove them on both sides of the car. You can easily loosen them by using a small screwdriver. Just use a Phillips screwdriver to loosen the screws. After loosening the screws on the outside, there's actually 5 more on the inside. 2 of them you can see here, 1 and 2. And there is 3 more hidden here, 1, 2 and 3. After loosening the screws, it should be quite easy to remove the plastic shielding. If you have any problem removing the plastic shielding after removing the screws, be aware that it's also held down with these plastic plugs that goes in those holes. So if it's stuck, it's probably that. Be really careful while taking it off so you don't break the plastic plugs. I try to find an easy way to take out the clamps if they get stuck in here. And I must say there is actually not any easy way to do it other than do it gently. And if you take from the side and then lift it up, it should get loose, but the way they are, it's really hard to get them off without using a little bit of force, but do it gently or you will destroy them. So here you can see the windshield wiper mechanism, and if you look here you can see it's broken straight off at this plastic. So taking this out should be a pretty straight job also. It's only hold on with 3 screws. One over here, one that you can see down here, and the third one is this one. So after loosening the screws, you have to disconnect it from the electric plug. So to loosen the electric plug, you have to have a screwdriver, put it in here, so you can lift it a little bit up. See it lifting a little bit, and then you have to use your other hand to pull it out. It can be a little bit of fiddling to get it loose, but when it's loose, it comes quite easily off. So if you have bought one of those without the new wiper engine, you have to transfer this over to the new one. It should be fairly easy also, because it's only stuck with 3 screws and one on here. So if the screws are stuck, just use a little loosener like this, and take a little break. So if it won't come off, just use the same tool as you used to loosen the wipers. Now it's just an easy job transferring it over to the new arm. So now it's just to do it all in reverse and put it all back together again. Putting it all back together again can be a little bit of a hassle. After you make everything fit, make sure that the sealing is in the right spot before you're pushing it down so it locks. So here is a couple of tips. If you can get the wiper part with the electric engine, the wiper engine, do that if it's included and mounted on. That will actually save you a lot of time, because it's not that easy to mount that motor engine and making it go the way it should go. A couple of tips if you buy the part without the engine is that when you take it off, make sure that the off position is correct, and when you mount it on the part, make also sure that it's correct mounting. I will show you a picture of my part after I put it correctly on. What will happen if you don't do it correctly is that let's say that when you mount the engine, there is a plate that goes round and round. If that is not in the correct off position, the wiper could actually start here and go down and up and then stop someplace random. So not only have the engine have to be correctly stopped, and you do that, actually just turn on the wipers and let it go brrr, brrr, and when it stops, that's the correct off position for the engine. And then on the bracket you actually have to make sure that that also is in the correct off position. And also be sure to test that everything is okay before you put back all the parts, the plastic, and mount everything. So you can do it by just dry fitting the brackets with the engine and just test it and see that the wiper really goes up and down and stop at the down position. If it doesn't, you have to adjust that. If you got a part with the engine, this should go really quickly to change it. It shouldn't take you more than half an hour to 45 minutes if you take your time. It's actually a quite easy job, and like I said, I'm not a mechanic in any way. This is just a hobby project that I did. So okay, so that's it for now. Hope you liked the video. Click the like button and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.